Hello! You probably don't know me, but I guess that is the whole point of an introduction video. My name's Will, and I'm an 18-year-old artist based in, well, I don't really know that yet, but I guess we'll get to that. I've been wanting to share my art with people more for ages, but I've never really found a consistent and comfortable way of me doing so. But I finally bought a good old camera arm, and I'm gonna put my expensive ass mic and the rest of the equipment that's been rotting away in my room for years to use finally. So I know my setup isn't perfect exactly or the prettiest. I mean, I'm literally using a napkin as a table mat, so you don't see the messy, like, paint splattered desk that I have underneath. But I hope that it isn't too much, of a distraction from what I have to say and show. But yeah, I'm at a point in my life where I'm about to transition into a completely different lifestyle than I've been living in. I've finished up my college applications a while ago, and I've got some acceptances trickling in, which I'm really excited for. I got into SCAD, SAIC, Pratt, Otis, Ringling, and Mika so far, and I'm waiting for 3 more to come out in 2026, which is literally in a day because I'm filming this on New Year's Eve. But I was honestly terrified when I first began applying, and honestly, even in waiting now, I'm still shivering in my boots to find out some of my decisions. But I'm really happy that I applied and I pushed for the best of the best despite that fear, because not only did I get in, but I really got to hear back great things about my portfolio being, and for example, I was told that I was one of the top people in SCAD in their applicant class, which it really excited me. Between then and now though, I'm most excited to focus on, growing as an artist. I've sort of been uncomfortable and restless where I am right now, where I sit right now with my portfolio, because I have a really big want to push myself in other different directions, new ways, and explore that type of thing. But I guess time and motivation and excitement, it's just hard to get at sometimes. And I am in high school. I have a part-time job. I have art, and I have tons and tons and tons and tons of other responsibilities that I've been, trying to work with, and hobbies, because of course you don't want to just be doing work 24/7. So it's just hard sometimes. But in this upcoming year, I hope to sort of make those dreams a reality, so I won't have to feel I need to hide my screen when I'm drawing in public, or sit in the corner of my studio classes to avoid all the eyes in the comments and all that stuff. About a year ago though, I'd say, I started 2 projects, a comic with a good friend of mine, with them as the author and me as an artist, and a video game all by myself. I'm really excited, honestly, to get to work on these things more, because I'm really passionate about them, and hopefully now, with less stress and solid acceptances, being able to take my time and polish these things up so I can rest easy with them, that'll be more sort of an accessible future for me. So I guess I can tell you a little bit about them, because you're telling you about them, I guess I'm telling you about me. The comic that I started with my friend, it's called, Malediction is its current name, but I guess sort of everything really is subject to change, because we literally scrapped the entire first run of it in both writing and drawing, because we just weren't happy with it. It wasn't as good as it could have been. And it's, so to explain a little bit about what it's about, it's a sci-fi sort of supernatural story about a group of 3 characters, in 3 young adults in a world driven by luck. And I wouldn't say much more than that, just because I don't know, I guess I wanted to be surprised. But we will hopefully be doing something more readily accessible to like audiences soon in the future, and I guess I can update on here about that. Yeah, that's always a good idea. Sorry, I just dropped something. But I'm definitely excited about that, and I think we'll have to commit a little bit more time to the project before we can share, like behind the scenes, for example. I feel like I've really found myself in these projects though, and I'm starting to feel really content in the direction that we're going, and like the direction that I'm going, and that's really exciting. I think, especially as a young adult now, starting to get ready for college. As for the video game, I've started a little Kickstarter, and I don't really think it's gonna go anywhere, just because like I feel like these like fundraising sites are always hard to get, and I'm not like raising funds for the whole thing. It's just because publishing is like $100, and I really don't have that money right now. But we'll try. If not, then of course I'm more than happy to like just save up for it. But that's exciting for sure, and I'm really excited about the concept. It's something I just thought about randomly. I'm a big geek in a lot of things, but like especially ancient Greek, like sort of like media, and especially like to do with like the Greek gods. I'm really excited about that stuff. So this video game's sort of gonna be about a geeky guy getting from modern times getting dropped into an ancient Greek world and questing with gods and heroes, and sort of as if you were like given Achilles' to-do list, you know what I mean? But I'm also really interested in adding references to art history, for example, like with paintings. So like the Fall of Icarus, for example. I'm actually not 100% sure if that's like its full name. That's just how I remember it by. But like the old greats and art history through that. I want that to be like referenced in the game. Like maybe you'll walk into a scene and like the scene, your character will be like, oh, that's looks really familiar, and it'll just be a little Easter egg for like artists that are like playing the game, and I just think that's kind of fun. I don't know, maybe that's a little too geeky, a little too nerdy. We'll see. I guess, I don't know, we'll just have to see how it plans out and if there's like a warrant for that type of content, because obviously, you can't really, I guess I could just produce this entire game for myself, but I want other people to be able to enjoy it as well, so yeah. But other than that, I just wanted to sort of give a little introduction to my, I guess my life and who I am and what I'm working on and like my future. And I guess this also serves as a like, where will I be in a year's time, because it's, the literal day before the new year, and next year I'll be in college and I'll be living a completely different life, so I'm excited about that. But I'm really excited to see wherever the future will take me, and I know that wherever I end up, I'll be right where I'm meant to be, and I think that's the most important thing to keep in mind.